Let's welcome our second proposal, Drew Hill. Drew is all the way from North Carolina, but his presence is around the globe where he has birthed and designed the Young Life Leader blog. His passion is to create a coordinated effort and serve thousands of volunteers in a leveraged way around the world with a project he is calling the Storehouse. He will have just over 1 minute to communicate his proposal and then field a few questions from the shark. Please give a warm welcome to Drew Hill.
Question for you. Who in here is grateful for our volunteer leaders? Anybody? Praise God for volunteers. Volunteers are amazing. And if you think about it, if it wasn't for a leader inviting us to coffee, or to club, or to camp, ultimately into a relationship with Christ, then many of us would not be in this room today. But it is not easy to be a volunteer leader. It is really hard. So what if we could do something today that would really bless our volunteers? I would love that. I've been praying for it for 10 years, and I'm really excited about it. But let me paint a picture for you of what it's like to be a volunteer leader today. You need resources. It's club day at 4 p.m. That's the most popular search time at the Young Life Leader blog. You know, you can go to the leader blog and you're like, club games, Sin Talk. I'm not telling your area directors which ones of you are Googling Sin Talk at 4 p.m. on Monday. But you go to YL Help. Thank you, Sean McGeever. You go and you look for resources there, or you need training and you go to WOW Access, or you need encouragement and you listen to the Young Life podcast when it's updated. And you need training, and you do Volunteer 101, or you do Back to the Basics, or you try to read Monday morning email, or the 5 for Friday email, or you go to the Google Drive and you search your regional Google Drive that was updated in 2003 with club songs. Would anybody like some new club songs? That'd be great, yeah. And it is exhausting and it is really frustrating to be a leader today, because it's like you're doing a scavenger hunt all the time. What if we could create one platform that would bring together our best resources and all of our best training and all of our best innovation in one place that was easy to use for leaders? And it wasn't just run by one person, but it was run by dozens of people who represent the beautiful diversity in our mission. Would that not be amazing if we could have that? That would be incredible. And that is the vision of what we are calling the Storehouse. Any questions?
Yeah, I think I am on board here, but just two quick questions for you. One, why the Storehouse? And will this take the place of local training?
Absolutely will not replace local training. We are all about walking alongside people in Young Life. And we cannot replace we cannot replace technology and embodied presence and kind of think, oh, well, we just be with kids in front of screens. What we're trying to do with this is we're trying to give people more face time with kids. And so hopefully the technology is helping them do that. And if you think about it, we have a ton of areas that don't have any staff people, or that have part-time staff people, or that are led by volunteers. Think about what a lifeline that this could be for them. And the reason that we want to call it the Storehouse is because of the legacy that has in Young Life. For decades at Frontier Ranch, there was this place called the Storehouse. And it's where leaders could go to get what they need. If they need sunscreen for the hike, if they need a songbook or a campaigner's handbook, they could go there and get it. It later became a cabin, and leaders would sit on the floor and do cabin time with kids, and they would have life-changing conversations. Today, we need a place where leaders can go to get everything they need, and where they can be encouraged and have these conversations and share these ideas with each other. And we want to give our volunteers that care and attention and be careful in how we encourage and equip them. You got a question? Of course you do.
I'm an old guy. No, it's serious. My age is approaching my body temperature. No, that isn't the worst of it. Last week they discontinued my blood type. What the heck is a blog?
almost as old as you are. I mean, the Young Life Leader blog was created a decade ago by a middle-aged, white male who's a youth pastor in his basement in the Bible Belt. Hi. And it's on this dinosaur of a platform called Blogger. And it needs desperately to be updated, but we're not talking about updating the Young Life Leader blog. That is a little thing. What we're talking about today is a big thing. We're talking about something that's going to take a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of resources, and a lot of people. And it's not just resources. It's the marriage of our resources with our training. From wildlife to college, from international to U.S., from committee to leaders, we want to bring it all together in one place to serve our volunteers. Yeah.
Well, Drew, I don't think the mission's had something this vast over the past 78 years. And unfortunately for us internationally, a lot of stuff like this gets to us last. So my question to you might sound a little unfair, but how will International be involved with this, and when will it be ready to roll out?
Young Life is a global mission, and this thing has got to have a global vision, or it will not work with us. We need this thing to not just have members of the international community, but we need the international community to help lead this thing. We need your voices, we need your spiritual leadership. And so this is going to be requiring dozens of people. It's going to require all hands on deck. We have thousands of volunteers in over 100 countries. And we want this to be a gift to every single leader we have, to committee members and to volunteers. We have well over 70,000 in our midst. What I'm asking you for today is something simple.
70,000?
70,000 volunteer leaders and committee members. I'm asking you for $1 per volunteer.
Play that back. $1? 1,000. I'll tell you what. Here's the proposition. Count me in for $70,000 for the first year.
Come on!
I'm in. It could take a little time, so you can count me in for the second year at 70,000.
The shark and I have been talking. We'll try to take a bite into 70,000 for the third year.
Drew, if I heard right, it's not just your blog, it's a whole platform of things to service volunteer leaders. And because it's going to take some time and this is complicated, we haven't done it before. And if leaders are priceless, then putting $1 towards each leader is the least we can do. Times 1, times 2, times 3. That's up to $210,000 over the next couple of years. That's the next big thing. Drew Hill.